Hello friends, welcome to PDF for Exams YouTube channel. I promised that I would be making video on daily basis, but yesterday due to Wi-Fi issue I could not upload the video. But today I would be streaming two videos, video number 36, that is day 36, along with day 37 in separate videos. Okay, so let's see what we are going to study in today's video. So environment is a topic that we are reading, and in this video we will be studying about environment and health condition. So everyone knows that human has some basic necessities. What are those basic necessities? Food, this is very much clear. Next is shelter, or you can say home. And the third major requirement that every individual has is health. If any person, any individual health condition is okay, the life would be very smooth. Fine. So let's start the video and see what we will be covering in this video. So this video deals with environmental degradation and management. That means how the environment is degraded and how we can manage that, and what are the health effects of degradation of environment. Fine. And the first topic which is given over here is what causes environmental illness. So we should know first what is this environmental illness. Illness is very much clear, you know, whenever you're not feeling very normal. What are the normal condition? Normal condition like body temperature. Every individual has a body temperature of 98.4 degree Fahrenheit. So this is normal body temperature. And if you're not feeling lethargic, sick or ill, so these are few symptoms. Whenever you feel ill or whenever you are sick, your body temperature generally rises, you are feeling cough, or you may be feeling like you might have running noses, or you have breathing problems. So lots of problems are there. Like if you have fever, that is also an illness. So the illness which are caused due to degradation in environment or due to exposure of chemicals in environment, that is called environmental illness. Fine. So let's see what are the causes, major causes of environmental illness. So the very first cause of environmental illness is chemicals in cigarettes. So what is cigarette? You must be aware of cigarette. Cigarette is a smoking drug, you can say. So some people smoke, and the chemicals in the gases which are available, the gases which are released after smoking, there are very poisonous gases which are present in that smoke, and because of that smoke it causes lung cancer. Even on cigarette packets you might have seen, if you have seen, there is caution written that smoking kills. That means the smoke which is released after smoking is very harmful and may cause lung cancer. Next is exposure to asbestos. Asbestos is an insulating material. It's an insulating material and generally used in construction of houses, paints and many other things which needs insulation. Insulation, you must be knowing that insulation means which is not or which do not allow to conduct. So whenever it is used in paints, so a house which is painted with a paint containing asbestos, it has the insulating capacity and heating and cooling system would be okay in that house. So this was used in many industrial area, many buildings. So it can lead to tumors. Why it can lead to tumors? Because this asbestos contains huge amounts of fibers. These fibers are very fine and they may get accumulated in human body, and that accumulation may cause tumors, lung cancer and many other diseases. So exposure to asbestos is also very dangerous. Next is wood burning stove. So earlier, although now we have many advanced technology, like we have induction for cooking, or we have LPG gas, liquefied petroleum gas, which is being used for cooking. Earlier, when these things were not developed, people used to cook food on woods. Woods were used to burn, and on the flame of the woods burning, foods were cooked. Now the fumes or the gas which were released after burning of these fuels were also very dangerous and could cause breathing problems. So the women in village area, even now in some remote areas in village area, these burning woods are used for cooking foods, and this is very harmful and may cause breathing problems. Next is unsafe drinking water. So now you can see everywhere, almost in every city now, people are not using tap water. Most of the people are using filtered water. Either they are purchasing from market or they own and filter itself for filtering or purifying water. Why it was done? Because lots of chemical and everything was released into rivers and gases, and even because of air pollution, lots kind of the rainwater which used to fall was poisonous in nature. And many insecticide, pesticides which are used in farm field. Whenever insecticide or pesticide are used in farms, and whenever rain used to fall, and when the rainwater percolates downwards, that means it moves downwards, although few parts are filtered, but there are few chemicals which cannot filtered, and it get and underwater get discharged recharge, not discharge, with the help of these chemicals. Not help, these chemicals get added in that water and get accumulated over here. When this water is used for drinking purpose or for cooking purpose, this might cause certain problems. What problems can it be cause? It can cause allergic condition, cancer, and many other problems can be caused due to unsafe drinking water. So safe drinking water should be used for drinking and cooking purpose. Next is certain chemical in workplace. So there are many chemicals in factories, in manufacturing, especially in manufacturing industries of paper, or I might say most of the manufacturing industries has some chemical uses. And because of this chemical uses, due to exposure of excess chemical, a man can have sterility problems or fertility problems could be there in women's also. So these exposure, the person or the workers who are exposed to these kind of chemicals may be hugely impacted. Next is lead poisoning. So lead is a very poisonous and it causes health problems, and especially to children. And if you talk about the symptoms, so the high blood pressure, brain damage, stomach and kidney problems. So see this huge, very dangerous effect this lead poisoning has. Okay, so these were the major causes of environmental health issues. Fine. Now we'll see some environmental diseases which are very much popular in the sense that means many people are suffering with these sub diseases. So we'll discuss few diseases over here. The very first disease that we are going to discuss is allergies and asthma. Asthma is nothing but breathing problems. Asthma is very common disease these days. You might have seen some people short breathing. That means they might be using the pump for restoring their normal breathing. So there is a statistics, there is a data that more than half of 300 million people in US, that means half population, 150 million people of US are suffering to any kind of one or the other kind of allergens. What are allergens? Allergens means someone would not be able to cope up with some pollens, you can say dust particles, light, or there are many substances with which you are allergic. Allergic means whenever it comes in front of you, you don't feel normal. Your eyes might start get itching, or you might start sneezing. So lots of problems arises when you are allergic to something. So what happened in US, most of the people sneeze, their nose run, and their eyes also itch from pollens, dust and other substances. So that means they are allergens or allergic to some or the other substances in US. And apart from this, other respirating problem can also occur, like sudden attacks, breathlessness also. So these conditions you might have seen in movies and are around you also. Many people might be suffering from this asthma disease. So you must know much about it. Fine. And it can be cured. It's not that asthma disease is not cured. Doctors can test and find out what is the substance with which people are allergic with, and once it is known, either medicine can be provided or they can be asked to just stay away from the substance with which you are allergic to. Okay, so these are just simple treatment. Next is the birth defect. So the environmental disease, the birth defect is a major problem. What does this birth defect means? Birth defect means a child who is born with an incomplete organ, or you can say an organ which is not completely developed as other organ. For example, you can say a limb or a hand might not develop, whereas one hand might develop properly, or it might be the case with the leg, ears, eyes, whatever. So any body part which does not flourish or develop properly is called a birth defect. Or you can say sometime there is a cut on the lips. So these kind of things are called as birth defect. And how does this birth defect happen? So these birth defects happens due to the pregnant lady. When the pregnant lady or woman is exposed to chemical or drink lots of alcohol, so these harmful substances reach the fetus. What is fetus? Fetus means the initial period of formation of a body in mother's womb. Okay, so that is fetus. So whenever a woman is exposed to chemicals or drink a lot of alcohol, these chemical substances might get attached or might reach the fetus and cause harmful and improper growth of that child, which will be born later. Fine. And what are the other substances? Other substances like cigarette, aspirin, these also can cause birth problem. And this birth defect is leading cause of death in infant during the first year of life. That means whenever a child is born, so within 1 year many child dies, and the main reason behind the death of this is birth defect. If any child is born with defected body part or defected organ, may die within 1 year of his birth or his or her birth. Fine. Next disease, environmental disease, is blue baby syndrome. Now why this is known as blue baby syndrome? Because the color or the pigment of the skin turns to blue, and it happens generally in children. That's why it is termed as blue baby syndrome. So in this, what happened, just a minute. So this happens because of consumption of high nitrate content in water. And what does this do? Whenever anyone consumes high amount of nitrate, this will decrease the oxygen carrying capacity of hemoglobin. Hemoglobin, you know very well, our blood, human blood consists of generally three cells, that is RCB, red blood corpuscles, or red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. And hemoglobin is the responsible for the reddish color of blood, and this carried oxygen all along the body. So this nitrate consumption would reduce the carrying capacity of this hemoglobin, which will ultimately affect the blue color of the baby or the body, or it might also lead to death. Okay, the next environmental disease is cancer. Cancer, everyone know what is cancer, but still I'll tell you in short what cancer is. So cancer are the cells. For example, if a cell is infected with cancer or anyone is suffering from cancer, so that cell multiplies quickly. So if we consider a hand, let's take an example of hand. So if cancer or cell starts or cancer starts at one point of hand, and gradually what will happen, this cell will start multiplying, and after multiplying it will damage entire hand or entire body part where it is being infected. So because of this, cancer can be very dangerous. Cancer is of many types. Some cancer are treatable and some cancer are not treatable. And this cancer is the second leading cause of death in the US. It causes more than 5 lakh deaths each year just because of cancer. And how cancer occurs, you know, if there is any cell or group of cell which start multiplying rapidly than normal, and that cell just affect the tissue or the organ in which it is multiplying. And what are the causes of these cancers? So cigarette smoking, asbestos, radiation, natural man-made chemical, alcohol, and sunlight. So these are the major causes of cancer. Fine. Next is dermatitis. So dermatitis is a kind of skin disease. What generally happen in this? It's actually a fancy name for inflame. Inflame means whenever you get burned. So most of the people might be moving in sunlight, or this dermatitis is nothing but the blistering. You might have seen the blisters. Whenever someone gets burns, there is a ball like substance is developed on the skin, and it is filled with some kind of fluid. So when this kind of condition occurs, these are called blisters. So when this kind of condition occurs due to biting of any insect, for example bees, when bees bite you, so these blisters come out, or they just bump up. So these kind of diseases are called as dermatitis. And generally the chemicals which tends to formation of this dermatitis diseases are found in paints, dyes, cosmetics, and detergent. And these can also cause rashes and blisters. Where does rashes happen? So rashes generally happen on the on the top layer of the skin. Fine. Next condition is emphysema. Emphysema is also an lung disease, and this is caused due to smoking of cigarette. So what happen whenever in air pollution, cigarette smoke? So if someone smokes cigarette, it releases gases, harmful gases in air. And what does those gases do? So those gases just break down this sensitive tissue of the lungs. In lungs there are some tissues which are very sensitive in nature, and due to that poisonous or gas which is relieved after cigarette smoking, or the people who smoke cigarette, those pollution just damage the sensitive tissue of the lung cell, and because of that lungs are not able to function properly. What is the function of lung? Lungs are responsible for respiration. What is respiration? Breathing in and out. Fine. So lungs just expand and contract so that we can breathe, and if the tissues are damaged, it cannot breathe properly. You can just take example of a balloon. If there is a balloon, and if someone pinches on that balloon, it will become a puncture would be there, and if gradually what will happen, that balloon won't be able to inflate or deflate properly. So this happens with our lungs also. And person suffering from this emphysema will not be able to do even some moderate exercise also, because if one start doing this moderate exercise, the lung has to pump very rapidly, and if it start pumping rapidly, you know what will happen. Next is heart disease. Heart disease is also very common these days. Generally heart disease just means the blockage of nerves. So how does it happen? So you might have heard about the cholesterol or some parts which are not easily digestible, and when they go through the nerves, when they go through the nerve system, they just produce a blockage. And whenever this blockage is produced, how our body system work, you know this very well. In biology you might have studied about the respiration system. So we breathe air, it goes to the heart and lungs. Our heart pumps the air and which carries oxygen to entire body. So in some veins, or you can say in some nerves, whenever there is blockage, the heart might not be able to pump properly, because of which there is a heart attack. This heart attack is very common, and you know what happens in heart attack. So in heart attack, this happens. Nerves, or you can say any veins, just get blocked due to some unwanted chemicals, or you can say unwanted things present in our body, or because of that this area get blocks and heart is not able to pump properly, and because of that attacks occur. Fine. And what does this attack do? So a blockage can just cut the flow of blood into the heart, which causes the heart attack. Next is Itai disease, and this is also called ouch disease. So the name might be sounding very funny, ouch. So it was just named because there was a pain in spinal cords, not in spinal cords, actually in the spines and the joints. So because of the pains in spines and joints, the disease was named as ouch. So generally whenever there is pain or whenever you get some hurt, you generally make a sound of ouch. Because of that this name was given, and this ouch might be something itai in Japanese. That's why it was named as itai. Okay. And it was first documented in 1912 in Japan. And what is the effect or consequences of disease? It just softens the bone and kidney fails. What is the function of kidney? Kidney filters the liquid whichever we intake in our body. Fine. So because of that this itai disease happens. Next is lead poisoning. So lead is also very dangerous. We have already discussed earlier. So whenever infant child or small child eat up paint chips and other objects which contain leads or lead fumes in factories or industries, whenever they are consumed, these leads can damage our brain, kidney, liver and other organs. And if we talk about the symptoms, so headaches, cramps, convulsions and even death also occurs due to lead poisoning. Next is mercury poisoning. So mercury is the only metal in liquid form. You might be aware of this. So these mercury poisoning is very disastrous, very harmful to anyone who is affected due to this mercury poisoning. And how does this mercury affect? So it can damage a kidney, liver and brain. So earlier what happened, people who were working in hat factories, these mercuries were used to shape the hats. You know, the hats look something like this. Sorry, I have not drawn the good diagram. So hat looks like this. So to shape this area, this mercury were used, and because of this use of mercury, the workers working in that industry were heavily exposed to this mercury, and because of that they had to suffer lots of problem. And nowadays what happened, there's mercury can be found in fishes, foods, and many small amount of mercury are found in these contaminated fish and food. So what happened, this mercury doesn't get dissolved in our body or doesn't get digested, they just get accumulated inside our body, and at the end it will cause pain, numbness, weak muscle, loss of vision and paralysis, and then sometimes even death also. Next is nervous system disorder. What is nervous system? So nervous system is a chain, or you can say network in our body. It is a kind of network, and there is a factual information about the nervous system. If you align all the nerves present in a body, it can take 2 circles of entire earth. See how much nerves we have in a system or body. So whenever there is this disorder in our nerves, that means what is the function of nerves? So generally nervous system is responsible for carrying information from brain to other parts of body. Fine. Or else, and how does it happen? For example, if you are touching some hot object, so whenever you touch a hot object with your finger, the nervous system or the nerves will take the message to our brain that something hot has been touched by the hand. So our brain will respond that just remove a hand, and we remove our hand quickly. So this happens in matter of few milliseconds, but still this is entirely the function of neural network or nervous system. And whenever there is issue in this nervous system, many disastrous things can happen, like our entire system might fail, we won't understand what is happening around us, we might not feel pain. If somewhere is cut, we won't be understand that blood is just moving out, because we won't have any messaging system. Our system would not be connected with each other. You know very well, whenever there is a communication problem anywhere, so how the matters goes. So it is the same case in a body also. Fine. Next is pneumoconiosis, very difficult pronunciation, pneumoconiosis. Okay, this is also called as black lung disease. So this is again a respiratory problem. Respiratory means the breathing, intake and outtake of the oxygen and carbon dioxide. So this is called black lung diseases because the lung gets black in color, and this is because of the deposition of coal dust. And where does this coal dust deposit in lungs? It generally happens in coal mines. There are coal mines all around the world. So people working in these coal mines are generally affected with these pneumoconiosis, and these coal dust just accumulate into their lungs, and which make them difficult for them to breathe. Next is Queensland fever. So the name is very good, and why this name is given, although it is a disease, but this Queensland fever, the name was given because it was first found in Australia, in Queensland. Queensland is a place in Australia, and this kind of fever, what is fever? Fever, whenever there is abnormality in a body, temperature of a body rises. Normal is 98.4 Fahrenheit, and it might rise to 100 or 101 degree Fahrenheit, then it will be called as fever. That means a person is suffering from fever. So these kind of fever occurs in the person or the people who are responsible for rearing cattle, you can say, or in dairy farmers or dairy workers, cattle reachers. And why this happen? Actually, it doesn't spread from the animal, but from the dust or milk, you can say. So whenever these kind of you can say chemical or something get infected due to these dust, so these dust get accumulate into the person or people who are working there, and they will be suffering from Queensland fever. And the symptom includes fever, chills, muscle aches and pain. Okay, fine. Next is sunburn and skin cancer. So sunburn is very common and very simple. Sunburn means whenever in afternoon, during afternoon, at most of the places, I'm not talking about the Arctic or Antarctic region, but if you talk about the places where sun rises and shines very brightly, in those area, people who are exposed to sunlight might be suffering with the sunburn. And if the sunburn is moved, or you can say if exposed for longer time, people can suffer with cancer, skin cancer also. Next is tooth decay. So tooth decay is also very common. Tooth decay just means affecting of teeth. So we have lots of teeth. Whenever there are few, you can say, organism, bacteria, or due to some chemical and all, what happens, our tooth start decaying. That means there is a gap. A hole might be digged in our tooth. So that is a kind of decay. That means it is being eaten up, or it is being eroded, or it is corroded, you can say. So it happens generally in kids, and it was found that people who are using or who were consuming water containing fluoride, so these tooth decay was restored among them. Even there is a statistic of National Survey report. What does this report say? It says that the incident of tooth decay among children 12 to 17 age has been declined from 90% in 1971 to 67% in 1988. And why it was happening? Just because of the people started using water containing fluorides. Nowadays you can see there are many toothpaste which contain fluoride, and special advertisement are being done on that this toothpaste contain fluoride, so your teeth won't decay. Fine. Next is uranium poisoning. What is this uranium poisoning? Uranium is radioactive material, we know very well, and it is used for production of nuclear energy. So people working in these area or who are being exposed to uranium may be suffering from their radiation. So what are radiations? Radiations are just the energies. They can travel beneath the human body, like X-ray. Whenever you have some kind of fractures, you go to hospital and get X-ray. In X-ray, what happen? And ray is passed through your body, and it take image of your bones. Similarly, these uranium, these also produce radiations, and these radiation passes through our body, which can be very harmful, as it can damage the skin cells or tissues of a body, and it might lead to severe conditions like lung cancer. Okay. And although small amount of these radiation might not be harmful, and it can be used in medical purpose, as I've said about the X-ray. But if you continuously go and get affected with this X-ray also, that may also affect your body. So the small amount is okay, but huge amount exposure would cause severe damage. Next is xeroderma pigmentosa. So this is a genetic problem. It is inherited from the parents. So in this, what happen, if anyone suffering from xeroderma pigmentosa, if someone is exposed to sunlight, these kind of structure, you can see this lady's, her face has got some kind of pores and blackish in color, and if it continuously get exposed to sunlight, this can lead to cancer and even death. So if these kind of diseases are not being treated on time, so it can be very problematic and cause cancer also. Next is Yusho poisoning. So again, this sounds something like Japanese name. Yes, it is a Japanese disease actually. It was first found in 1968 and in 1000 people in Western Germany. They all became ill, and the reason behind this illness wasn't chemical. A chemical was used in a oil producing factory, and that chemical name was polychlorinated biphenyl, and accidentally this chemical was released into the oil, and these oils were consumed by the people living in Japan. And because of this consumption of a chemically active compound that was polychlorinated biphenyl, people started suffering from some kind of disease, and that disease was named as Yusho. In Japan or Japanese, Yusho means oil disease, so that's why it was named as Yusho poisoning. Fine. Next and I guess last kind of disease is zinc deficiency poisoning. So zinc is a useful mineral for body. Even you might have seen in advertisement that multivitamin capsule contains zinc, but excess of anything is not good. This you know very well. So excess of zinc also is not very good, but still its deficiency also is not good, because a person might suffer with malnutrition. Malnutrition is the condition where any individual does not get the required nutrients in their body. Okay. And what can it lead to? So those zinc deficiency or poisoning can lead to retarded growth, hair loss, delayed sexual maturation, eye and skin lesions, and loss of appetite. Fine. So these all were environmental disease. I hope it is clear. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment box. After a few hours, I would be streaming day 37, and as I promised, I would be regular. Thank you for watching. See you in next video. Till then, goodbye.